Hi, welcome to second lesson for geometry, mathematics grade 4. In our previous lesson we learned about angle, what is angle, and then we learn about the types of the angle. We learn about three types of the angle. Acute angle, we learned that acute angle is the angle less than 90 degree, and then we learn about the obtuse angle. It's an angle greater than 90 degree but less than 180 degree. And then we learn about the right angle, an angle equal to 90 degree. Now in this lesson we will learn how we can identify without measuring the angle, and a rough idea how we can approximate that the given angle is a right angle or not a right angle. So for that just have a look here. Like right now I draw the two lines here, and now if I will take the gap between two lines, I will say this is a 90-degree angle. It's a right angle. I will say this angle is right angle. Now, if we have a right angle and we want to identify the other angles and we want to compare the other angle with them, simply what I need to do is, for example, I will draw here different lines. I have here, this is one line, and I will say this is one angle. Let me draw with another color, another line. This is another angle that I marked with the black one. Now if I compare these two angles, let me say I will give the name to this angle, angle A, and to the black one I will give the name B. Now if I will ask you which angle is bigger, so you have to look in which angle the gap is more. The gap is more, of course, between the two lines in angle B. So I will say the angle B is greater than angle A. And remember, this bracket is called the angle bracket. So for the angle, if I have to write angle B, I will write angle B. And if I have to write angle A, I will write angle A. Or there is another way to write. If I have to write angle A, so I will write A, and this sign I will write above the letter. So I will read it as angle A. So here, looking at that one, I can say my right angle is bigger than both of these angles. It means both of these angles are acute angles. They are less than 90 degrees. So both of them are the acute angles. And if I will take a triangle here, you know about the triangle shape. In this triangle shape, if we look at these angles, now this angle is 90 degree. This is a right angle. In every triangle there are three angles always. If we have one right angle, then the other two angles will must be acute. In one triangle there can be only one right angle. If we have one right angle, the other two angles will be acute. This is a right angle triangle. Okay, if I draw the triangle in this way, this is another triangle here, then you know that if I have to draw the right angle will be a straight line up. This angle is obtuse angle. This angle is obtuse angle. So if we have one angle as obtuse angle, then the other two will also must be acute angle. So you can also have obtuse angle in the triangle, but in one triangle there can be only one right, okay, and two acute, or one obtuse and two acute angles. We cannot have two obtuse or two right angle. But in some cases, if I will say in this triangle, there are three angles and all these three angles are less than 90 degrees. So I will say all three angles can be obtuse. But we cannot have more than one right angle and we cannot have more than one obtuse angle. There can be more acute angle in the triangle. All three can be acute or two can be acute. But right will be only one, maximum it can be one, and obtuse can also be one in a triangle. Now, if the lines are perpendicular to each other, like one line is straight up, the other is straight down, so then we say it is right angle. Let's have a look at this question. Here we have the shapes A, B, and C. So you have to tell how many right angles does each shape have. So you can see here these two lines are exactly, this is the vertical one, this is the horizontal one. So I will say this is one right angle, this is another right angle. So I have only two right angle in this shape. So I will say there are two right angles, two right angles. Now, if I look at this shape, you can see there is no right angle in this one. This angle is not a right angle. This angle is not a right angle. This angle is also not a right angle. Right will be only one line is horizontal and the other is vertical. So this is not a right angle. This is also not right angle. This is also not. So this is also not a right angle. So I will say no right angle in this one. No right angle. In this shape, you can see this is a horizontal line and this is a vertical line. This angle is 90 degree. Remember, if we have a right angle, like I say, this is right angle. For right angle, we make the box. For the other angle, we don't make the box. So this is a right angle. I will say this is a right angle. There is no other angle as a right angle. This is not a right angle. This is not a right angle. This is not a right angle. So we have only one right angle, mean one angle of 90 degree. So previously in the previous slide I showed you in one triangle will be only one right angle. But if the shape is not triangle, it means we can have more than one right angle. Like in this shape you can see we have the two right angles. Okay. Now next let's move to the next question. You have to cut a square piece of the paper. You can take a piece of paper and cut it in the square shape. And then you have to fold it along the diagonal. This line is called the diagonal line. You can fold it along this line or you can fold it along this line. It's up to you. You know, in one square we have four right angles. This is a right angle, full right angle. If I take the square, this is right angle, this is right angle. But when you will fold it, you will get a triangle like this one. Now the triangle has three angles. This angle is a right angle and these two are acute angle. Now acute can be of different. In this triangle they show that is 45 and 45. So like we previously discussed, in one triangle there can be only one right angle. No, you have to use your triangle to help you estimate the size of these angles. Like if you look at this one, you can say if you compare it with this one, this angle is of course less than 90 degrees. So you can say approximately it is 45 degrees. But this angle is more than 90 degrees. This angle is more than 90 degrees. So you can say more than 90 approximately. If you will draw here a straight line here to make it 90 degree. So 45 and 90, this you can say approximately 45, and this one as 90. So 90 plus 45, you will have almost 135. So it's a guess. It's not we are measuring it exactly. So it is. And this one also you can say almost it's looking to me like 30 if you compare them. This is just a guess. We will learn in our coming classes how we can measure the angle exactly. So this is what we have about the angles in a triangle today. Inshallah, in next lesson we will come with a new topic. Thank you.